tech mogul Elon Musk has started a new political party, just as he said he would after President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill passed.
Now Musk, referencing a poll he took on his X platform, wrote, "By a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom."
President Trump weighed in on the matter himself with a lengthy Truth Social screed. He wrote in part, "I am saddened to watch Elon Musk go completely off the rails, essentially becoming a train wreck over the past 5 weeks. He even wants to start a third political party, despite the fact that they have never succeeded in the United States. The system seems not designed for them. The one thing third parties are good for is the creation of complete and total disruption and chaos."
Host of the War Room podcast, Steve Bannon, took a shot at Musk this weekend over his America Party plans. Let's watch.
A non-American starting an America Party. No, brother, you're not an American. You're a South African. And if we take enough time and prove the facts of that, you should be deported because it's a crime of what you did, among many.
Musk hit back on X, writing, "The fat, drunken slob called Bannon will go back to prison, and this time for a long time. He has a lifetime of crime to pay for."
Ooh, spicy.
Amusing stuff between Bannon and Musk. I'm, as you might expect, rather skeptical of his new political party, but why don't you tell me what you think?
Well, I applaud him for doing it. I'm a fan of third parties. I wish we had more choices. Variety is the spice of life. We enjoy having many different things to choose from in our lives in terms of consumer products and food and residences and everything. We want more choice. Choice is good. The fact that we have to pick between bad and worse is the choice most people, even most people who are perfectly happy with the choice they make, I think would like to have more options on the ballot, realistic options. Now, if I were advising Elon, which I'm not, unfortunately, I would say starting a new political party is a lot of work. The Libertarian Party is ripe to be colonized for reasons I've described on the show many times. The ideology of the Libertarian Party is at least somewhat similar, it sounds like, to what Elon Musk envisions. His criticisms, his split from Trump and the Republican Party are over the spending bill, the Big Beautiful Bill, tariffs, some aspects of immigration. These are all things on which the Libertarian Party would be a natural home for him. So I would just prefer if he did that. Also, the Libertarian Party already has ballot access to some degree. It's a difficult process launching a new political party. The system, and Trump is right about that, the system is designed to favor just having two parties.
Sure.
So you're swimming against the current if you do this. But I wish more people would say, like, sorry, my party is not doing enough for me. I am breaking away. I'm doing my own thing. If for no other reason than to incentivize the party to listen to people. Trump, and it's not really a criticism of Trump. He perceived, for instance, the threat of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and he brought some of RFK Jr.'s ideas into the MAGA fold, and he rewarded him with a cabinet position. So Trump is actually more than most modern politicians, a transactional figure who understands politics is a something for you get something, I get something game. Elon no longer thinks he's getting enough out of Trump because he really opposes this bill. I do as well, so I don't blame him. I don't know that a lot will come of this. I don't know that Elon's attention will be focused on it so much. He's got so much going on. Please continue building rockets. Please continue building electric cars. So I don't know. What do you make of it?
So my view of it is that there's a different question between the desirability of third parties or more options overall and what Musk appears to be proposing. So to use your example, Libertarian Party stands for an identifiable ideological slot, ideological position on the spectrum. The Green Party, similarly. There could perhaps be other parties that represent a specific ideology and could broaden the choices available to voters. That is fine. What irks me slightly, at least in the first 24 or 48 hours of this party, is it has been cast in this common sense. This always frustrates me. It's a very no labels type thing. We're the party of common sense. And that framing always tends to suggest that there are certain positions that are somehow not situated on the ideological spectrum at all and are just common sense. And what people tend to mean is, I have this position and everyone should agree with me because I think it's just common sense. If we didn't have genuine ideological differences in this country, we wouldn't have the need for all these parties in the first place. So is he just, pissed about the passage of the spending bill? Maybe, but that doesn't seem to me to be sufficient ideological underpinning to have a genuine alternative party. And therefore, I wonder if this is just a vehicle for his ego.
I basically agree with that, but the big, beautiful bill having now become law and being so unpopular, I think maybe does open up an avenue for, regardless of what you think on other issues. I mean, if he's just saying the debt levels that will be sustained by the big, beautiful bill, the endless spending that both parties will propagate, the Democrats are less even rhetorically committed to doing anything about spending. Republicans claim to be rhetorically committed to it and then absolutely do nothing to address it when they're in power. If he's just saying, my party will actually be serious about the debt we are leaving the next generation and the next generation and the next generation, I think that could be an appealing message. It is more specific than just, oh yeah, we're just for doing kind of in the middle, common sense, centrist. I mean, to some degree, in the middle, centristy type things are how you get endless government spending, right? Is how well I want to spend money on this. Well, that seems reasonable. I want to spend money on this. That seems reasonable. That's how you grow the government. You have to be actually somewhat ideological and inflexible and against the whole project to even do. Usually we don't even do cuts. Usually we do cuts to how much the spending increase is. Yeah. So if you were doing that kind of thing, it might be appealing. Now, will it be successful is totally a different question.
Yeah, I mean, just very quickly before we have to wrap this up, Musk was on X yesterday and he was tweeting, what the heck was the point of Doge if he, Trump, is just going to increase the debt by $5 trillion? And come on. I mean, there is no evidence, really, that Donald Trump has ever been serious about debt reduction. He ran massive deficits in his first term. The debt increased by about $7 trillion. Yes, some of it was COVID spending, but not nearly the majority of it was not COVID spending. It was way built up before it ever got to that point. And Musk, I think, has honestly been disingenuous. The point of Doge was not the spending reductions. The point was for Trump to pose as this kind of anti-wokeness warrior while they slashed spending for some of the most vulnerable people in the world. Musk got to slash the budgets of regulators that would potentially regulate his companies. The whole thing, in my view, was essentially a scam. President Trump is speaking out after using an anti-Semitic slur. We'll discuss that next.